That's how I became a model. I've been working with brands like full-time income out of modeling. Hey guys, welcome to a new YouTube video. My name is Sammy, and in this video I'm going to talk about how to become a model and obviously how I became a model because I'm a full-time model. I did some super amazing shoots these past days, weeks and years, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. But first, my name is Sammy. I'm a full-time commercial model and these are my sizes. I'm not your typical tall, super skinny catwalk model. I'm short and I'm commercial, and what that means I will explain to you later. I have been modeling for 3 to 4 years. These past years I've been working with brands like Steve Madden, Hema, Levi's, Mint, Alping, Y Foods, so many, you name it. I'm seen in different magazines. This is all not to brag, this is just to show you my experience and that I hope that I can help someone that doesn't have the experience. I don't want to put myself in a higher place than anyone else. That's not what this is about. It's just the experience that I had and all the things that I've done in the past years that I'm very proud of. So that's like a little overview of what I've been doing in the past years. I've been doing so much more shoots. I've been working with amazing photographers, but for now, let's go to this video. I became a model after being unemployed due to severe anxiety, stress and mental issues. I realized that I was very unhappy with myself and my life, the people, the work choices. I just was stressed constantly. After being unemployed, they wanted me to go back to work at some point, so I needed to make a new working decision. And I just knew I had this intrinsic motivation that I couldn't go back to that old reality. I just knew I couldn't go back there. I didn't care what else was going to come onto my path, but I just knew I cannot go back into the same cycle of emotions, stressors, feelings. I started thinking, overthinking, what job could I do that gives me the freedom, that makes me still be able to work on myself mentally, physically and spiritually, gives me time to relax in between, of course pays my bills. Somehow something clicked in my mind, the idea of modeling. That made me sign up to a modeling agency. I made pictures of myself in front of a white wall. I sent them to the first modeling agency. I immediately got accepted, for the love of God. I got a job immediately. I loved it so much. When I got that job, I immediately knew I'm going to do everything in my power to make this work. I cannot do anything else anymore. This is what I'm going to do, regardless. Signed up myself as a company, got out of my unemployment. I did everything I could, even though I was still in a very bad state. I just came out of a relationship. I was stressed out. I just did everything in my power to make it work, to get a full-time income out of modeling. I needed to be myself fully and totally and go after what I want. And I would encourage everyone to do that. Now, I came from a very bad state in which I needed to make that decision. It's been small baby steps, but it's just fighting against the old you that wants to be comfortable, casual. That's not going to happen anymore. That's how I became a model. Coming back to that I'm a commercial model, you have more sections of models. You have fashion models, you have commercial models, hand models, parts models, speed models, swimwear, curvy, so many different sections of models. But there is one very specific thing about fashion and commercial. Fashion models are above the size of 173, I think, or 176. Commercial models, it doesn't matter what size you are. If you are small, if you are more full, what kind of hair size you have, you don't have to be muscled or toned or slim. That's not a requirement for commercial modeling. There's also a difference between commercial modeling and fashion modeling in the agencies. Normally fashion model agencies, they want exclusivity for their models, so you can be signed in with other agencies. That restriction you don't have with commercial modeling. I'm a commercial model. Next to that, I'm also a hand model. I always thought my hands were so freaking ugly, but I came to appreciate them. I've been booked for several hand modeling jobs already, so that makes me very happy. I really like the variety in modeling. I love that. If you found your niche, you can start to build up your portfolio. Working on your portfolio, you can do that in many different ways. You can make Polaroids at home. Polaroids are usually the type of photos where you barely wear any makeup. Everything is very natural. You just make some very simple shots of you halfway, total shot, some side shots, that's it, and you can send them to agencies. You can do TFP shoots. So TFP stands for trade for print, and trade for print means that you're doing a portfolio shoot with both a photographer, the makeup artist, and maybe a stylist. That means that you're working for each other's portfolio strictly. Those pictures cannot be used commercially. That means that you cannot use them as advertisement, no payment or anything. It's just strictly for your own portfolio, website or Instagram. I only pay for my traveling costs, some food that I bring, and time. I love TFP shoots because it's really lovely to meet a lot of new people. You basically work with a lot of new photographers, makeup artists, stylists. Then there's a third one, and that is doing paid shoots. I've worked with a lot of photographers. They do paid shoots, so you can pay them a certain amount. It depends on what you discuss. They deliver you pictures. They are very professional pictures. You can choose the pictures yourself 100%. I really like that option a lot. The fourth option is, of course, when you're doing paid shoots. If you're getting the pictures from the companies, you can always add them to your portfolio. Finding agencies. I just found my agencies on Google. I didn't have any experience. I didn't know nothing. I had no idea. I just found them on Google. I signed up with a bunch. I looked at their reviews, if they're legit. My tip is, with an agency, never pay money for your first agency. Never. Never, ever, ever, ever. I never paid money for agencies. I think that's a scam. If I paid money, it's with agencies that want to put my pictures on their website, and you have to pay extra amount of money for that. I didn't even do that in the beginning. I only did that when I got a job from them and when I knew it was legit. It's just a waste of money. You don't know what you're going to get out of it, in my opinion. All the agencies on their website have requirements. So if it's a fashion agency, they probably have a length requirement. If it's a commercial agency, they probably don't have requirements, but you need to fill in your sizes, your eye color, your name, your address, your email address, all this information, and you need to send in pictures. I click on the button, then you have to wait, and then I wish you the best of luck if you're going to be the next super top model. If you signed up with these agencies, you want to advertise yourself, use your social media, post yourself, TikTok, Instagram, professional pictures, high quality video material. If you're a commercial model, you probably will also be asked through Instagram to get modeling jobs. That happens to me a lot. That's why I would really recommend to upgrade your social media. Showcase your modeling skills, build a following, consistently post high quality image, and engage a lot. Of course, you want to practice, you want to network. I've practiced a lot. I really love modeling, so I was always making selfies of myself. I used to make pictures with my old friend Esme. We were making some pictures with some weird fashion poses. I was always busy with these things. I frequently try to make better pictures of myself, try to make better poses, try to find my angle. I think that's very important. Your serious face, your smiley face. Like, everything can be a pose. Like, just practice at home. I don't know. Do your thing, honey. Go for it. Let go of the self-critic that some things are not okay, because in modeling they want you to do poses that are out of your box sometimes, and you need to be okay with that and let go. Now, I'm an online networker. I don't really go to events a lot. I don't really go to fashion events or all those kind of things. I'm really doing all my networking online. I don't know how. That's just something that comes natural to me, that keeps everything flowing. A very, very important point is stay healthy and fit. Why I love modeling so much is because it gives me a lot of freedom. Freedom for me gives me a lot of mind space and makes me feel calm, and that's important. You need to be in a good state of mind. You cannot be stressed out all the time, angry all the time, so you need to be able to relax your face. So it's good to be healthy in every certain way. Your body, your physical health, your mental health, and your spiritual health, they're all so important to have them in balance. You want to eat healthy. I'm eating a smoothie every morning, just vegetables. It's very good for my skin and for my health. I'm taking some masks from time to time. You also have to find your trademark. My trademark is my hair. Take good care of that. My trademark are also my hands because I do hand modeling shoots. Now I need to make sure that my nails are always on fleek. Of course, physical health is important too. Well, if you're a curvy model or a plus size model, of course you don't need to have a six-pack. If you want to be a fitness model, you might need to have a six-pack and some toned arms. So depends on where you would like to go to, in which direction, how you need to keep your body in balance. Then, oh my god, so important, be persistent. Be persistent. Be persistent. Be persistent and mentally stable. Don't stop. You're going to have a lot of ups and downs. There's going to be a lot of rejections. I get rejections 2 times a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. A rejection to you is not necessarily a personal rejection. It doesn't mean that you're ugly, but it can sometimes start doubting yourself. Is my hair not good enough? Should my hair be more commercial? Am I not commercial enough? But don't doubt yourself. Be okay with yourself and just be persistent. You're going to find and attract the people that meet your standards. You're going to evolve yourself mentally, spiritually and physically along the way. So don't just back down and think that there is nothing for you. You need to understand it is a business. You're a business. You need to keep yourself busy. You need to stay consistent. You need to build your portfolio. You need to work with people. You need to socialize. Just, it's a business. Now, I personally also had some ups and downs in modeling. Sometimes I'm getting modeling jobs and I need to be very honest, and I really dislike the way I look. That can be very hard sometimes. It also makes you doubt your own abilities, but remember, you're a model and you're working with a team. You're working with a makeup artist, with a stylist, with a photographer, with all these kinds of people. Your work or your professionalism doesn't necessarily have to mean that the picture is going to look nice. Don't take it internally. Sometimes it's just a matter of the circumstances. I see it as a nice business solution that you can solve. How can I make this better next time? Do I need to say something up front like, hey, this is my intention, this is how I would like things to be? Do I need to tell people that I don't like the makeup? Can I maybe initiate an angle for the photography? All these things are possible. So keep the business flowing, I would say. Oh yeah, and guys, don't do free shoots. Don't shoot with brands for free because they don't have a budget. Some people are trying to convince you that they don't have a budget, but a model is an investment too. They can hire products, they can hire photographers, but they don't want to spend money on a model. No. Don't do that, that's ruining the market. Last but not least, let me tell you about my most amazing shoots and my least amazing shoots. I'm obviously not going to name any brands, but my most amazing shoots, I think this was with a perfume brand in the beginning of my career. They posted something online, I applied to it, I got chosen. I got to travel to Belgium, I got like a hotel with a swimming pool, and I had a shoot in a beautiful orange dress. And since I'm very short, because I'm 161, it was a very cool shoot to do for me. I would love to do more shoots like these because I felt really like a fashion Barbie girl for one day. That was amazing. There's so many more things that I really like to do. I mean, I've been modeling now for 3 to 4 years. I've been doing this full time. So I've been doing a lot of jobs. And actually, I like almost all of them. Next to that, the jobs that I didn't like as much, I don't really have a job that I don't like. I don't mind traveling for long times. Sometimes I have to travel for 3 hours. Sometimes I have to fly abroad. It's always a lot of traveling, but I never hate it and I always like it. The jobs that I don't like is jobs in weird places. Sometimes they rent out these houses and I really like the houses that they rent out because normally they look very luxurious. This last time I had to be in a house which was rented out. It was like this outside lodge and it was very dirty and disgusting. That I don't really like because then I needed to wait there for 3 hours on a shoot from 20 minutes. Yeah, that's just not my favorite, obviously. I would still like to tell you that I'm talking about being a full-time model. Being a full-time model means that I don't have full-time jobs. It means that I'm doing this only. Sometimes I do hostess work on the side. It's mainly 2 jobs a week, 1 job a week, sometimes no jobs, sometimes even more jobs. You just never know what's going to happen. That was it. That was my video. If there's any more things that you want to hear from me, let me know in the comments, send me a message. I would love to tell you all. I would probably make another video or reel about it because it's so much information. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you out and I wish you the best of luck, love, and everything in your career. I hope it's your happy path. Sometimes it can require stress, but don't let it sweep you away. Just go for it. Let's go. Let's create this modeling team. Follow me on my Instagram, follow me on my TikTok. Don't forget to freaking like my YouTube video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a happy day, have a happy life. I love you guys.